you. Whoa, this thing bright. Like I looked right into the light. Woo. I'm gonna wear my glasses even though there's gonna be like a glare, but y'all gotta bear with me, you know what I'm saying. But anywho, how y'all doing? This your girl Miss P. Hope you're doing fabulous. I'm doing well. As you can see, I'm in like a very good mood. Right after this, I have to do my T25 workout. I went to the gym today, so that's why I'm looking kind of raggedy. Hopefully you guys are doing great and all that good stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. This is for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. So yeah, it opened up with Kenya and Miss Lawrence, honey. Yes, honey, Miss Lawrence, you better do that. And I was gonna say yes, Kenya, more with that hair. I love a good mane. I love it, especially when it's wispy and it's giving it to you. I love a good bang too, honey. And she was giving it to me, and I was gonna give her a little prop here, prop there, but then she had to drop that bomb and say, yes, this was my Beyonce inspired hair. I have a great head of hair. And girl, shut up. Unless you are on the cover of that Just For Me box when you were a little girl, I don't want to hear that. You are not on nobody's oil sheen. Miss Lawrence was like, oh yeah, so after I do your hair, do you pin curl it, girl? Do you hot roll it? What do you do? She was like, oh no. Oh, pin what? No, not me. I lay flat on my back on a silk pillowcase and I don't even slobber. Girl, shut up. You know you hot rolled that as soon as you knew they were taping that day. You knew good and well you put a little bump in it. You know better. Girl, don't try it. They're getting ready to talk about Savannah. You know what? I don't have a problem with Kenya, even though through these reviews I know y'all like, oh my god, she like presses your nerves like steam clean. Okay, no, not necessarily. It's just I don't agree with some of her ways. I know she has issues with being 100% 100. I understand that, but girl, Kenya always gives me 20%. I need her to rise up to at least 45, girl, so that I can relate, so that I can get to you. Because in Savannah, that's when I finally was like, oh, okay, I think I might like Kenya. So they're talking about the trip and they bring up Chuck and everything that happened with Monique, which is Chuck's wife. And Miss Lawrence was like, I know Chuck. And I was like, ooh, he done got Chuck's meat too. I was like, ooh, that's gonna be good. And then she brings up Phaedra again. Like, damn, it's over with. It's done. She wanted to pump her titty in peace. And that's one with Phaedra. You're not gonna get nothing out of her. Speaking of Chuck meat, now it's time for Chuck, Nene, and Phaedra to get together. He wants to bring them together, basically so that they can go back to Athens for the Boys and Girls Club. That was cute at first. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Cynthia and her sister Mallory. You know what? Cynthia family. Like, some people's family, you just can't mess with them because they just messy. Like, Mallory looks messy. Like, when you look at her, you're like, that's a messy heifer right there. I don't want to mess with her. And she mad because Peter don't want to talk to her, and it's been a year since she's seen him. I'm like, well. So Cynthia was like, so why are you here? Like, really, girl, what you doing here? She's like, well, you know, my baby daddy, he's over in Korea, and honey, I'm not supposed to go there until about September, so I'm gonna be here with you, girl. 2 months, girl. Dropped a bomb. Cynthia was like, huh? Hold up, what? Hold up. What'd you say? Cynthia act like she saw a ghost. She was like, oh. And Peter, Lord, I knew Peter wasn't gonna like it. I knew Cynthia didn't like it, but Cynthia didn't say nothing. And that's her fault. She said, as a sister, you know, you are my sister, so you can stay, girl. And I'm like, yes, honey, that's your house just as well as Peter, but you might need to tell Peter. She was like, well, you know, since we're talking, I want to talk to you about some things as sisters and you not criticizing me. And she was like, yeah, girl, go ahead. I love Peter and everything, but sometimes when I come home from work, he just want to get it on. And I'm tired. And Mallory was like, well, girl, I give it to him when I'm tired, but I just can't do it 2 or 3 times a day. Cynthia was like, 2 or 3 times a day? You know what? I'm with Mallory. If you tired and he still want it, go ahead and get it. Cynthia, that's what's wrong with Peter right now. He is backed up. Help little boy Blue out. He don't want it 8 times a day. Mallory got the problem, girl. Now you would be mad if he didn't want it. The main issue, and Mallory, I did agree with this. Mallory was like, you know what? It's not that you're just tired, because you don't be tired every night. What's really going on? And she was like, you know what? I put this as, here's me paraphrasing. Honey, I don't feel stable in my own home. I gotta get these checks. I gotta make it rain. I gotta pay these bills. I still gotta be fabulous. Peter, Uncle Ben, Noel got a little boyfriend. Leon, hey boo, I just got a lot going on and I don't feel stable in my own home. And honey, I'm not going back there. So I don't know. I gotta get these checks. Portia and her mother, they're shopping for the little dogs, and I thought that was so cute. She wants to get her own place, and her mama was like, this is her mama to me, Portia, what? You do? Oh, that's what Portia's mama is to me. But anyway, she was like, okay, girl, well, that's fine. She made her mama pay for that dog purchase, which was $400 and some. What the hell do you need as a puppy? Okay, I love my Maxie, which is my dog, my Morky. I love Max. But I be dreamed if I am going to buy him $400 worth of stuff in one sitting, and he can't even talk. He can't even tell me if he like it. No. It's time to see Mama Joyce. Derek J is doing her hair. Yes, and then pumps, honey. You better do that. I can't even do a full activity in pumps. So I don't know how he does hair in pumps. But anyway. And here comes Candy. She's back from Savannah. They haven't talked since their last little spat. Mama Joyce was like, you put a dagger in my heart, Candy. And I went to the doctor, and I was like, what? Huh? I thought she was going to say, she got the sugar, you know, she found a tumor or something. But here she go like, no, I just went to go get a checkup. But he said, I don't need no stress. And Candy was like, that's what I wanted to hear anyway. Okay, fine. She was like, I am through. And Candy was like, okay, you said that the last time. So what are we here for? How was your day? Phaedra, Nene, and Chuck, they are on their way to skedaddle to Athens. And of course, Chuck is driving, but he didn't drop the bomb yet. They're talking and whatnot, just going back in the day. Stuff I ain't gonna go over. Portia, we see her new house. Damn, girl, okay? I thought she was gonna get like a little condo or a little apartment or something like that. No, she got a house. I was like, okay, Portia. She's in the same neighborhood as Nene. Okay, so I understand. Nene, she been getting them ABC checks. Portia, what do you do, girl? I'm not saying it like, what does she do? That's what I really want to know. If anybody knows out there what she does, because I'm not stopping her hustle. I know them Bravo checks might be nice since this is like her second season, but what does she do at the root? You know what candy she produces? She got her own candy factory. She has the dildos and all that stuff. We know her hustle. Kenya, she produces not blockbuster hits, but you know, okay, we got modeling, all that stuff. Nene, she has her new hustle with ABC and all of those shows. Okay. Phaedra, she's a lawyer. She gets those checks. She gets those retainers. We get it. Who else am I missing? Cynthia, she has a Bailey agency. Bar one, I don't know. Modeling. Got it. Portia, girl. Her mama came in and was like, this is mighty close to Cordell. Kuta. No, her mama did not belly flop on the counter. Oh, Jesus Christ. But that was a big ass counter. And they even were like, this is nice, but where's your income at, sweetheart? Did you run this by your accountant? You have the ends in your checkings. Is anything in the savings? They were trying to look out for her. See, I'm not the only one. Cynthia and Mallory, she takes her over to the new and improved Bailey agency. Peter did get a new car and didn't tell not nobody. Oh, and here comes Uncle Ben right then, right there. He finally sees Mallory. They do a little pound, watchdog bow wow. It's tension already. And here goes Cynthia dropping the bomb on Peter like, she gonna stay here for a minute. And he was like, where's she staying? And she was like, with us. And he was like, hell no. Mallory, shut up, girl. Here she goes talking about, well, you bought a new car and didn't tell her. He was like, girl, shut up. And even Cynthia was like, shut up, Mallory. Don't you want to stay here? Do you want to stay here? All right. Portia, she done, it's same scene. She done moved into that house, honey. She done signed them papers. She ready to go. And she drops the bomb to her family that she spoke to Kunta. Everybody was like, oh, hell. You done went and bought a new house. You're talking to Cordell again. All these irrational choices. Stop it. Here goes Kunta. He was like, yeah, girl, I mean, I don't really want a divorce. I mean, you can still come home and be the trophy, or you can be out on your ass. It's up to you. If she only had a brain. No, seriously, though. She needs her own brain. I know she has a brain up there, but she needs to think for herself. And I think it's good that she's moving out on her own. She can do her own thing because she's always dependent on other people. So, oh, Portia, girl, I wish you the best. Ooh, it's time for Athens. How cute. They go to the little Boys and Girls Club. They meet all the little children. Nene, she was like, I did everything in high school, honey. I did 4-H. I did basketball. I did football. I did frisbee. I made hot dogs. I gave Gatorade to the little boys. I was like, we get it, Nene. You did a lot in school. We got it. That was cute. They told the children, be the all you can be the best. Get you some Louboutins. Do that, do that, do that. Okay, so that's cute. They're back in the car, and Chuck was like, you know what, Phaedra, my little Momo, she was pissed off when y'all got back from Savannah. So I need to talk about some stuff with y'all. And she talks, and you know how Phaedra does. Well, no, what I had said was we did. And he was like, no, we did not. We didn't. We were the ones who coined the term friends with benefits because we were the first ones to really do that. Ooh, and this was when I was like, ooh, because she brought up, no, I went to a lot of your games. Those classified as dates. And he was like, no, boo-boo. I had about 6, 7 girls across the whole shebang, boo-boo. So you could have been there and 3 of my other jump offs, and I just had to pick one. I was like, oh Lord. But what I want to say to Phaedra was, baby girl, you should have known better. Monica circa 2002. Okay, was that 2002 or 3? Either way, you should have known better, girl. Oh, no, you should have not have brought up the games. I know everybody was like, oh. And that's my thing. Don't you ever say y'all were an item. You gotta be clear on that. Because just like Chuck said, I was a man, I was a millionaire in his prime. And now you sitting up here washed up trying to get some camera time. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. You have to be clear. So on one point, I understand that he is trying to say, no, we were not an item. We were not together. You were just a jump off. We got it in. We were just friends. That was it. But at the same time, he is classified as a big old ass. Like a big old ass with bumps on it and hair. Like there is no nair and there is no buffing that can work that situation out. You just a nasty ass for that. Here was Nene the whole time. Like she fake sleep. He was like, you were just part of the team. I hated that. I was like, no, don't do that. Then he brought up Candy. He was like, she was a nice girl, but that was another young woman that I fooled. Why? Because I could do it. And her mom and them could cook, so I just went along with it. I was like, you a big old ass in capital letters. To me, typical asshole that really just wants to be in front of the camera and have his time and show his wife that no, they were just jump offs, okay? You are the one for me, honey. You are the one. But there's so many, you know, dudes and females, okay, that do that, and that's fine. But I mean, y'all grown, and just like Phaedra said, honey, child, that was 20 years ago. I got a fine ass husband and 2 pretty babies. I ain't studying you, Chuck. You can tell that hurt Phaedra because she sees him in a different light now, but the whole he didn't have to do that. That was just whack. Now it's time for Cynthia and Uncle Ben. So Peter is upset because Mallory's coming to stay. He's sitting there and he's like, look, we can't even have a blowout and I bang you out at the same time. We can't do that no more. Cynthia, she tired of it because she working her ass off and she's sitting here, you buying Benzes and stuff. Cynthia like, screw all that. I got to work, bruh, so that I can pay for the sheets so that you can lay on them so that you can play with Mr. Happy. I don't have time. They really need to work it out because I see where both of them are coming from, but they don't see it. Okay. He said the way that's gonna help them is he gets a little man house cave. Boy, bye. She really broke it down. She was like, you know what? I didn't come to Atlanta because I loved the ATL, because I was a Georgia peach at heart. I came because I was on the Uncle Ben dream team. And I was like, girl, that was wrong of you. You should have made sure you had all your ducks in a row so y'all wasn't sitting there looking like Boo Boo and Kiki the Fool. She was like, I wasn't depressed when I met you. And I was like, boo boo, that's your fault too. It goes back to what he was saying. Like, why are you still bringing that up? She needs to help him as well. And he needs to help her. So then same old Peter, cuss arguing, and same old Cynthia, break everything down and pick. So they really need to get it together. And it ended just like that. But down below, let me know what you thought about this episode. I thought this episode was pretty good. And now it's come out that Chuck has been saying he was with some other chicks like T-Boz and Tamar. So child, I'm like, oh my God, Chuck, don't bring that up. That was about 20-something years ago. Y'all are all old. Leave it alone. But anyway, let me know what you thought down below in the comment section because we got a lot to talk about. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless.